Good morning, everybody. I am Sharon Wilcox and your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming live to you from Chesapeake, Virginia. I um, I have a few things that I would love to tell you about before we get started. So I appreciate you coming on early and being with me. It's a half an hour earlier than normal. I have two appointments today, and one of them is at 10:30. So sometimes appointments are out of our control, and that's just the way life is some days. So I didn't want to miss coming live to you today. So happy leap day. Um, I cannot hardly believe it's the end of February already, and tomorrow begins March 1st. So, a couple of things that are happening in March. And before I actually get to those, many of you probably have already heard that Close to My Heart is going out of business. They're closing their doors on the end of June of this year. And it is sad that we're losing another rubber stamping home-based business. Just in general, there aren't that many storefronts or anything anymore. So it's really sad that we're losing them. But at the same time, we had, as a demonstrator, we had information from our CEO, which is Sarah, and she let us know that they are working with Close to My Heart to one, hire some of their people that work in their facilities. Also, they're working out something to transition some of their demonstrators. We're called demonstrators through Stampin' Up, but their people are called makers. So it's the same term. Um, they do a lot more scrapbooking than we do, and I know Stampin' Up! Is going to or working on acquiring some of their scrapbooking stuff. So hopefully we'll see more of that for us in the future, because I really feel like we've been lacking in that area um, for quite a few years now. So anyways, that's happening. Also, today is the very last day of celebration. If you have not placed an order and you really want some of this stuff, today is the last day. So send me a text if you want me to help you, or an email, or you can go right onto my website, which is sharonwilcox.stampinup.net, and that's my storefront. You can put in orders there. All of this information is on the back of my catalogs as well. So check that out and get your order in today. If you did not participate in celebration, I'm going to show you a packet of paper that is from celebration and a stamp set from the current mini catalog. And I feel like this particular stamp set, I would refer to it more as a sleeper set. People just kind of over it. I've only made 2 cards, but I have so many ideas for many, many more. And I know you're going to see these ideas pop into your head when I share this with you. So let's hop down to my desktop. Sorry about that. And let me show you the celebration first. This is the paper. It is called Sunny Days. It's on page 5. I'm going to show you the actual paper here. That's always so much better. And the stamp set that it coordinates with is on 51 of your catalog, and it is called Bright Skies. Now, I have to admit, I've not really played a whole lot with these chunkier words and these chunkier, I call them chunky, I don't know, versus like this is more of a finer line. They've got a little bit of chunk in it, but for the most part, this is what I call chunkier. And I really love this. I'm surprised at how much I love it. The dies, they're amazing. So that's on page 51. Let me start with this celebration paper that you can get free with a $50 order. It's really that simple. $50 order before shipping and tax, and you can get this packet of paper free. Now this is half of it, but look at these colors. Is this beautiful? I'm going to show you the front and then the back. And for whatever reason, I've moved my computer. So you have a different background in the back, a little different than even last week. And my colors are back being true colors again. So this is exactly how I see it in person, and it is gorgeous. Um, this might be one of my favorite ones in there. And oh well, I don't know. They're all just gorgeous. Poppy red and petal pink. Crushed curry is this one. We've got some of the, what is that green? Let me look really quick. Shaded spruce is this green in here, and more of the crushed curry. And you know, there's more than shaded spruce in there. There's some pool party in here as well. But different tones of green are going to work beautiful with this, and different tones of blue. Look at how beautiful. Isn't this fun? And I do believe there's a die that, the die that I use, it will cut some of these out. There might be a couple of these, yeah. Here are the dies. And this one looks like it'll cut this out, and this one looks like it'll cut that one out. And then there's a really big one in there. There's so many fun things. Look at little raindrops, big ones, there's flowers, there's waves. Oh my gosh, there's so much in here. That can be your clouds as well. Look at this piece. Wow. I just love this. And it has the shaded spruce and the pool party in there. And I love how it gets, you know, from light to dark in the cloud area. Isn't this just gorgeous? Ladies, thank you for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. This always, whenever I see cherries, I think of Mary Englebright. I used to, well, I still do love her stuff. You don't see it very much anymore. But she used to be one of my favorites. But isn't that pretty? And then this piece in the back, I just love this. So this is called Sunny Days, and the colors are just gorgeous that go with it. Petal pink is our pink color, and this is our stamp set and the dies. So you can get this as a bundle, and then you can get that paper for free. Today is the last day to get your freebies through Celebration. It's the last day that you'll see this paper available too. Today is also the last day of our recruiting special, where you can get this mat, this glass mat, which I have come to adore and love. It cleans so easy, and when you're using your photopolymer stamps, you don't need any cushioning under you, because this works as a cushion as well. Kind of amazing how that works, and it cleans up so nice. You can use your markers right on here. You can jot notes down, things like that. I love that it measures. It's got our grid, it's got everything. I love it. So again, if you have hesitated and have thought about signing up, today is the perfect day to do that. But let me know, okay? All right. So let me show you a couple quick things. Do you remember this card from last week? I showed you a little girl named Katie Palmer, I think is how we say her name. She had created this, and someone had asked if I would show how to make this fun fold. So I did. And what you will want to get, and I should have told you that ahead of time, you want one piece of cardstock that is 11 by 4 1/4. Okay, so it's a typical half sheet cut in half the long way. So you need that, and you need 2 pieces of cardstock. That'll be your front and your back, and these are typical postcard at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And that's all you need to make the card. Now, how you design it is up to you. And once again, let me show you the inside. Katie's, she created a pocket over here with a little bookmark or tag, whatever, You could put a gift card, lottery tickets, you could put all kinds of fun things in there. So let me show you what I did. Using the um, Bright Skies stamp set and the Sunny Days paper. This is the front of mine, and I love these dies. Again, crushed curry, some of our DSP here, the same packet of Designer Series paper here. Words that came in this: you brighten my cloudy days. I just love these words. Just love this. And of course, I love the flowers. There's even a bolt of lightning here. So fun. So I have petal pink here, and the base is pool party, and it coordinates wonderful with that. When you open it up, this is how I did mine. I stamped our two little flowers, and I did use pool party for the stems of our flowers. Can you see this beautiful embossed folder? I did create the pocket over here, so something can be put into that. Can you see that? I did not make a note card or put bookmark or whatever. And I cut these out with the stitched rectangle shapes. I like the stitched rectangle because it looked nice, the same stitching on the front here. And I use the petal pink. So it's a real easy, real fun fold. So let me show you how to do that. I'm not sure if you had the opportunity to grab a couple pieces of paper, but if not, you can come back and watch this a little bit later. Okay, so the front and the back here are 4 1/4 by 5. And just grab whatever you have. You can also use just plain white paper for this if you wanted to, just to make your little template. Now this is the 11 by 4 1/4, and we're going to score this. Our first score is at 2 3/4 inch. I just love this little trimmer for that. Make sure you have the gray blade, not the dark one, the light gray. Score that at 2 3/4. The next one is 5 1/2. Let's slide down to 5 1/2 and score. I do need the arm open for this because our next one is 8 1/4. So just slide your cardstock down to 8 1/4. Always make sure that's up against that, otherwise your lines will be crooked. All right, we'll close that. And this is pretty simple, girls. Pretty simple. You see those score, I'm not sure if you can see them, but they are there. And you fold on your score lines. I don't have a bone folder over here. What I did was I literally moved my computer down here because I don't need my computer when I'm stamping, and it's always in my face, I felt like. So my computer got moved to the opposite end of my big table, and my stamping area is still down at the other end. And that way I am able to do my stamping without having the big computer right in my face, because I don't need my computer when I'm stamping. I need my stuff. I like things out where I can find them. So here we have our fold, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and attach this to this. Now, at this point, let me grab some glue real quick. At this point, this is when you want to do your decorating, okay? Oh, let me show you, if you want to cut this on the diagonal, let me show you how to do that before I show you the easiest way to attach this. To cut this on the diagonal, if you put this first score line right on the cut piece, and then you just move this so that you know how big of a piece you want down here, okay? This looks, keep that up there on that, and then just move that, and this looks like it's about, 3/4 of an inch. You can move it a little bit more if you wanted a little bit bigger pocket, but I'm just going to leave it like that. And then this is where you literally cut that off. Okay? Now on mine, I took it and embossed it. And you may be asking, where is that embossing folder? These are 2 in a packet. They are called Fun Patterns. And beginning March 5th, some of this new online stuff will be available that day, March 5th. And this is included in that. These are fun patterns, and they're only going to be available online. Just like that zinnia set that I showed you and that gorgeous paper, March 5th is the day for that. I did go ahead and run these 2 through so you can actually see how beautiful this is. The 2 different ones, this little diamond pattern is just gorgeous. And of course, the flowers, my favorite. I love them both, actually, and they are really deeply embossed. This was a piece of scrap paper, as you can see, but look how pretty. I love these. I love embossing folders. If you aren't sure if your card looks a little flat, a little dull, an embossing folder will fix it. That's just the way it is. Okay, so at this point, before you glue things together, this is when you would decide what you wanted, where you wanted. You want some DSP on it. Do you want to have 2 areas that you can write in, or just one? You make the decision how you'd like to decorate the inside. I just kind of followed Katie's general idea. And she had, as you can see, 2 pieces in there, and then this was just some decorative paper as well. She did a lot of stamping on there. I just put the little flowers down there. I love it. I love it so much. I think it's just gorgeous. So this is where we're at now. And so the easiest thing to do is go ahead and add your adhesive to your folded card. Bring this up into the camera, and there she goes. A little bit of our glue on there. And then what I found to be the easiest was to just turn this over. So my glue is here. And just by eyeballing it, put it in the center. And the reason I like the glue is because you have just a few seconds that you can move that around if you get it off center or too high or too low. You have those few seconds. And then your next piece, you're going to do the same thing, because you're going to get just a little bit, literally just a second or two. Whereas if you use your tape runner or your Stampin' Seal, then at that point when you put it down, it's down. So I go ahead and I put this on, looking to get that as close to lined up as possible, and then I can actually move that once I get that on there. And then that is going to be that. Now, how simple. That is super, super simple. So I hope you like that. You can design it, you can embellish it, you can do whatever you want. Now, you don't always have to use color on the inside. You can use whatever you like. And actually, let me see, I do. I have an envelope that goes with this. You know me, I have to coordinate my envelopes because this is so fun to get into the mail. And on the back, I put some of the cloud. Oh, I just love this cloud paper. Yeah. So that is that one. And then I did another one. And what I want you to realize is that you can just take any card design that you have. You don't have to make it all fancy. This one's pretty darn simple. And go ahead and just create like the front of any card. And then the inside, you create it how you would like. Now on this one, I wanted it to be a birthday. Did you read this? Confetti and cake for your happy day. I think that is so sweet. And then on the inside, I put a nice big happy birthday. I've got room on these two to write a note or whatever, and I stamped beautiful little flowers. This is poppy red that I've used here, which is just gorgeous. You notice I brought in a piece of this other poppy red designer series paper from this group. It's just so happy paper. I love it. And I also use that embossing folder on the bottom half. How cute is that? This layout I saw on Pinterest. It was slightly different, but basically the same design, and then created this card for it. And of course, I did not do anything on the back of my envelope, but I put these beautiful little posies on the front. And I just think this is absolutely adorable. I love everything about it. It's a fun, easy fold that anybody can do. So you've got your two pieces of cardstock that are a typical card, and then that inside piece is 4 1/4 this way and 11 inches this way. So basically you're cutting that in half, your piece of cardstock in half long ways, and scoring. You're scoring at 2 3/4, 5 1/2, and 8 1/4. So simple. And now you notice this piece is hanging over. You see that? That's okay, because it doesn't hang outside of your card. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but I really wanted to use that. And what set is that? This set is called Phrases for All. I love it. I love it. Sending hugs and love when words aren't enough. I love that. You're all kinds of amazing. Let's pop some bubbly. And then, of course, the confetti and cake for your happy day I used. You've got your birthday, your congrats, your thank you, and with all my heart. And then these two little hearts, an open one and a solid one. Just adorable. And I love the different fonts. This one just made me so happy when I stamped it that I had to make it work. And I did. I love that. It gives a little interest to the card too. So at least that's my opinion. I hope that you like those. They have been fun to do. Let me hop back up here. They were fun to make. Life is busy. Life is busy. I don't have as much time to stamp as I would like. My husband, of course, is retired. And him and I try to go and do things together at least once a week or more, and just everyday life. So me personally, I have been doing a lot. I'm dermatologist and my orthodontist and different things. So hopefully today is my last day with the orthodontist and my dentist that 1 year. Yeah. Actually, next month will be 1 year since I started this whole process with implants. So hopefully today will be the end. So, all right, until next week, happy stamping and do something fun for yourself.